Today in vocab, we are going to talk about adages and proverbs. Um, Adages and proverbs are short sayings that express simple lessons about life. Many of them have been handed down by word of mouth from generation to generation. The words in adages or proverbs are like idioms because the words have special meaning that is different from the literal or a meaning that you find in the dictionary. When you hear or read an adage or proverb that's unfamiliar and you're not sure what the meaning is, you can reread it, look for context clues, and use prior knowledge to help you to figure it out and break it down. So I have an adage or proverb on your screen. It says, "The pen is mightier than the sword." Now, how in the world can a pen be mightier than a sword? At first, this really doesn't make sense. But then, when you think about words have the power to change the way people think. So maybe it means that we should use ideas rather than what would we use a sword for, right? Violence. Maybe using ideas rather than violence when we try to change the way other people think and behave would be more effective. Okay? Um, for example, civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., they used words and love to fight against injustice in the United States. They didn't use violence. Okay, so there's just one example that this adage and proverb could go along with. Here are some other common adages and proverbs. Two heads are better than one. A problem shared is a problem halved. Variety is the spice of life. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Okay? So in the first one, heads in the first sentence means minds, right? Two minds are better than one, but the way it's said doesn't make you think of that until you look a little closer. Okay? It might mean that problems are easier to solve when there's more than one person to figure it out. All right? The second one, a problem shares, is a problem halved. What do you think that one could mean? You think maybe it's better to ask for help than to struggle with a problem by yourself? It'll be half the struggle because you'll have someone to help you. How about variety is the spice of life? When we try new things, we make life more exciting, right? It's the spice of life. How about you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Right. Change can be really hard, and over time, we just kind of get stuck in our ways, in the old way of doing things. How about you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink? What do you think that one could mean? It could be you can give people opportunities and chances to do things, but they have to choose to take advantage of them. You can't make them do that. Okay. At the bottom half of this projectable, um, see if you, with your learning adult, can figure out the meanings of the proverbs and adages. Um, Not everyone agrees with the messages expressed by adages and proverbs, but that's okay. All right? Just choose a couple of them because there is a workbook page we're going to work on next. But just choose a couple. See if you can figure out the meanings. All right. Now you're going to be detectives and you are going to find the adage or proverb in each sentence and underline it. And then you're going to try to explain what it means in your own words on the line underneath. So let's do the first one together. This is 291 in your reader's notebook. So Esther realized it's never too late to right a wrong. What part of that sentence do you think is the adage or proverb or the short saying to express simple lessons about life? I think that it's never too late, right? That's an adage or proverb we hear people say all the time. It's never too late. So even though something should have been done before, it can still be corrected. It can still happen because it's never too late. Okay? So that's what I would write. That even though something should have been done before, it can still be fixed or still be done. All right, you're going to do the rest of this sheet. You may want to check with your learning adult, make sure that they think you found the right adage and proverb and that you explained it correctly in your own words. This is a perfect thing to have your learning adult help you with because they have also heard these